Hey everybody, let's try something new today. Rather than include the link and force you to follow along, I'm going to put the words up here to the verse that I'm reading, and you can read along with me that way. Of course, I'll still include the link in case you want to read it for yourself, which I always encourage. So, here is Genesis 16, Hagar and Ishmael. Now Sarai, here's a word of advice, just a writing tip. If you're gonna start a sentence with the word now, don't start the first sentence in a paragraph with it. It's really dumb. It's just really dumb. Okay. Now Sarai, Abram's wife, had borne him no children, but she had an Egyptian slave named Hagar. So she said to Abram, "The Lord has kept me from having children. Go sleep with my slave. Perhaps I can build a family through her." Wouldn't that be her family, not yours? Guess not, since she's a slave. Abram agreed to what Sarai said. Of course he did. So Abram had been living in Canaan 10 years. Sarai, his wife, took her Egyptian slave Hagar and gave her to her husband to be his wife. Okay, so he's got 2 wives now. He slept with Hagar and she conceived. When she knew she was pregnant, she began to despise her mistress, of course, because she's going to steal her baby. Then Sarai said to Abram, "You are responsible for the wrong I am suffering." Yeah, he's responsible. "I put my slave in your arms, and now that she knows she is pregnant, she despises me. May the Lord judge between you and me." Yeah, Sarai, it's entirely your fault. Anyway, "Your slave is in your hands," Abram said. "Do with her whatever you think best." Then Sarai mistreated Hagar, so she fled from her. I like that, mistreated Hagar. What does that actually entail? The angel of the Lord found Hagar near a spring in the desert. It was the spring that is beside the road to Shur. This is kind of interesting. The angel of the Lord, meaning there's only one, apparently. And he said, "Hagar, slave of Sarai, where have you come from and where are you going?" Wouldn't he already know that? "I was running away from my mistress Sarai," she answered, "whoever you are." Then the angel of the Lord told her, "Go back to your mistress and submit to her," because that's what a merciful God would tell someone to do. The angel added, "I will increase your descendants so much that they will be too numerous to count." How about I will give you a better life? How about I'll free you eventually? Give her some actual incentive. The angel of the Lord also said to her, "You are now pregnant." She already knew that, didn't she? Yeah, she knew that already. "And you will give birth to a son. You shall name him Ishmael." And there's an annotation that says, Ishmael means God hears. "For the Lord has heard of your misery and will continue it," because you're a slave and Yahweh doesn't care about slaves. "He will be a wild donkey of a man. His hand will be against everyone and everyone's hand against him, and he will live in hostility toward all his brothers." That's not good. Where's the incentive for her not to just kill herself right now? Go back and you'll give birth to lots of kids, but your first kid's life will suck. She gave this name to the Lord who spoke to her, "You are the God who sees me," for she said, "I have now seen," or seen the back of, whatever, "the one who sees me. That is why the well is called Bir Lahai Roi." Bir Lahai Roi means well of the living one who sees me. It is still there between Kadesh and Bered, or at least it was there thousands of years ago. So Hagar bore Abram a son, and Abram gave the name Ishmael to the son she had born. Abram was 86 years old when Hagar bore him Ishmael. Of course, sounds perfectly reasonable to me. And that is Genesis 16. See you next time.